Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, so good to be here with you. Today, we're just going to be talking about listening and hearing your own guidance. Like, how do you even go about that? Like, your inner guidance, your intuition. Like, how do I tune into that? Right? So, it's simple. It really is simple. Bring your hands on your heart, bring your hands on your womb, your belly, wherever feels good. Just take a couple deep breaths. And you really just want to tune into your center, tune into your being completely and totally. Tune into just like imagining this like long, beautiful light just grounding down from the crown of your head through your spine all the way out, through your tailbone and into the floor, into the ground. Allowing the body to just drop with every deep breath in and deep breath out. And from this place, you find stillness. Beautiful, gentle stillness. Letting the mind know that they can relax. Allowing what comes through emotionally, allowing the sensations that you may be feeling in your body, and listen. And this is an inner listening. It's not just with your ears, It's not just with your ears, it's within, it's your body. Like, really hold yourself here and see what's happening. Allow the mind to take that role of the observer in this time, to really just, train it to be more in that higher perspective. To see what words may be coming up, some sensations and feelings may be coming up. Just taking note of it. And if you're unsure, if you feel any pain, tension, anything at all that like you just want more clarity on, even if you just get one word, know that you can ask further questions. And you could say it aloud or within. Like, what does this mean? What is happening here? Get specific with yourself as you tune in. And sometimes in this space, what you can do is just bring yourself into that centered space, right? Ground yourself down, feel that light along the spine, or however it is that you want to do it. It could be a visualization. It could just be your breath is a little bit more powerful. Maybe you like move your body, whatever like really assists you, allow that to be your process, okay? In listening and receiving your guidance. This is a beautiful way to receive and to practice this listening, remembering that it is a practice, okay? It really is a practice, and you can come to this space to ask any questions that you may have, all right? You can even just call out like, hey, intuition, hey, soul, hey, higher self, hey, inner voice. Ask that question. Tell me what I need to know, what is happening right now. All right, be specific. All right, set your intention to really be present here. Just doing meditation and breathing exercises, yoga, whatever it may be, it's really going to be helpful in dropping you deeper and making you feel safer within those present spaces within yourself. Okay, and from that space, it becomes so much easier for us to just tune into that that rocket, like, I don't know why I said rocket, but like that those messages, right? And that guidance that is meant to come through, it just becomes clear and clear. Know that, if it happens for you right away and you're like, whoa, like I needed that, thank you, like, and you continue having this conversation with your inner voice. And then other times it's like, you kind of have to dig a little deeper and just know that, we may fluctuate from one to the other during our journey, all right? Because we are shifting, we're energetic beings living this human experience here on earth, right? So it's like, bruh, you need to really just have that compassion for yourself during whatever it is that you're experiencing. So if you feel like you need to dig deeper, you need to have a few more minutes, a few more moments to drop in. If it takes you a little longer, don't judge yourself for it. That's an act of love. You taking a little bit longer when you need it is an act of love. Treat it as an act of love. You're worth it. You're worth that time that it takes you to drop in. That time that it takes you to continue asking those questions to find clarity. And sometimes you can really ask, like, give me a sign, because your intuition is truly connected to your higher self, is connected to source, the earth, your guides, your ancestors, your angels. All of it is really interconnected. Okay, this guidance is, yes, coming from your soul, but it can really be reflected out with all of your beautiful beings of light that are here assisting you during this time. So take as long as you need, really. And if you don't have a lot of time, tune into where you feel your intuition, your inner voice, your, way of making decisions most deeply within your being. I know that like our body, if we find ourselves in this centered space, standing up or what have you, and we ask a yes or no question, our body may shift back for no and forward for yes, or it may stay in the center, and just like you can play with that. There's so many different tools, like a pendulum you can play with, that will really kind of assist you in like getting a little bit more comfortable with asking those questions and receiving and trusting yourself. But know that if you don't have anything like that, or you don't feel like doing any of that, you can tune into your body, you can tune into your being, drop into your soul, and begin asking your inner voice and your intuition those questions, okay? And that guidance and what you need. And being open to receive this guidance like really requires you to be more intentional and present within your life. Take more deep breaths during the day if you find yourself wandering into your mind and like really unclear about things, and you want to be, but you're doing all these other things that aren't necessarily like in your highest and best good and are not really assisting you. Then tune into that. Don't judge yourself for it. It happens. It happens, okay? We all go through it, okay? So it's like, okay, what is one thing that I can do for myself? Maybe I just take a couple minutes before I go, drown myself out in this, or go distract myself and do this, or, whatever it may be. Let yourself just have a moment, okay? Giving yourself those moments each day, like your being's you're gonna get used to it, okay? You're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna want more of it. You're gonna want more of that centered time with yourself to just breathe and connect and listen, okay? And this listening, like I said, is a practice, and it really can happen at any moment during the day. So for me, I actually was studying and learning a little bit more about human design. I'm not super far in it, but I've learned a lot about my own human design profile, and it's really fascinating because you get to see where your inner authority is, and this is where you like really make those decisions, like how you really make those decisions. And obviously we all, with anything at all out there, whether it be astrology or human design, whatever it is, like we really hold all of those elements and all those aspects within us. We're just more dominant in different places than others. So in human design, I am a manifesting generator, and I actually really tune into my sacral because I'm a sacral authority. And this is where I really receive my yeses and my nos, my sacred yeses and nos for so many different things. And it comes so instant for me. For other people, there are other areas within the body or just within the emotions or the mind that really assist them in making those decisions, whether it is people need a little bit more time, and it's not super instant, whether it's more like on an emotional level, or you need to like just realize kind of how it is that you really tune into your truth and what is true for you. And you can look back and reflect on your past to really see like, oh, I should have trusted my gut, like, hey, now let's see what happens if I start doing that, in those moments that I need to, and that when it arises for me. So just tuning into getting to know yourself. It doesn't have to be through human design or anything, but that was really helpful for me in like gaining more of that trust to be like, oh, yeah, it is easy. And that was just like a part of me that had to realize that I didn't need to be like dwelling on, decisions so much. Like I always already knew what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do. A lot of the time I just never acted on it. I knew like, oh, I don't like when I was younger, I knew that I loved being outside and I wanted to do certain things, but like for some reason I just kept doing something else. So it takes that practice. It really does take that practice to tune into your own guidance, your own messages, your own intuition, to actually receive those sacred yeses and nos within you, and just getting to know yourself. So journal to get to know yourself, like see what's real, practice, like test yourself, ask those questions, and just experiment with life when you're making these decisions and be like, turns out you say yes to something and then like a couple weeks later, you're like, oh, it turns out I really didn't want to do this. Like, then honor that and, stop. So it's just like getting to know yourself more and more and more and more. 11. Yeah, just wanted to share all of that with you guys. Take that practice, do whatever you'd like, and let me know in the comments down below what really assists you so far, what you are actually devoting to yourself to do each day to really begin receiving and opening yourself up to your own guidance, okay, and your own intuition. All right, this is all you. You're just connecting with you, so get to know yourself. All right, I've been saying this a lot lately, so do it. Have fun with it. Explore, experience. Be compassionate, okay? Be compassionate with yourself. That's all I gotta say. Practice that. It's natural for you to do that. We just need to remember. We just need to remember how that feels, okay? We need to remind ourselves. All right, so please do like the video if this touched you or really just resonated with you in any way, shape, or form. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I'd love to have you a part of this beautiful family. I'm just sending you all so much love as usual. I will see you all in another video. Sending you so much love and light.